Oh, what's going on this morning, folks? This is Rusty, 78609 Central Texas, USA, 9:40 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11/11, November the 11th, 2016. And I'm back here in Central Texas, USA, and again, my agenda is loaded. I have got a lot to do today. I got to go get groceries, and that's it. And I've got only about 4 items on my list. But I'm back in Central Texas in my home base area. I'm on Park Road 4 near Inks Lake State Park. Fixing to turn left and go up over what they call the mountain. It's not really a mountain, it's just a big hill, but in Texas you could call it a mountain. And go do my stuff. Had a lot of good comments. Thank you very much. I always enjoy getting comments from the viewers and responding to all of them if I see them. Sometimes if you respond, or excuse me, if you reply to a comment that is a reply to a comment, then I may or may not see it. I don't know why that is, but that's the way it is. But anyway, I try to get to most of them, and I do appreciate it. Get a lot of good input. I've learned a lot of stuff, had a lot of good suggestions about different ways to go camping and things to avoid and things that I might consider doing and all that kind of stuff. And that just makes good conversation, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. But anyway, had a little trip, went down to Goliad, Texas, Goliad State Park. Had a nice, good night's sleep. Did a little traveling, came back through New Braunfels, Texas, and looked at some new and used RVs. Sat down in a Class C RV that was about 20, I think it was called a 21 something, but I think I stepped it off. I think it was about 24 feet long. But be that as it may, it was a nice little unit, Class C. And they wanted like $27,000 for it. Had 25,000 miles on it. It was a 2007, and it was okay. It would have done nicely. But as I sat behind the steering wheel, I was imagining myself going camping out at Aguirre Springs or Big Bend or Daddle Wells in New Mexico or up around Taos, Valley of the Fires, and different places. And it occurred to me that it would be nice, but as far as driving that school bus down the highway, I don't think I'd be too excited about that, because you just got your rear view mirrors, I mean the outside mirrors to see behind you. I think you got this one did have a backup camera, so I guess you could use that. So, but again, right now for me, Prius camping or car camping in a Prius is my method of choice. It probably will be for the foreseeable future. I like that word, foreseeable. That means it's indefinite, I guess. Anyway, zippity-doo-dah day. It's a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine, plenty all day. Well, actually, it's kind of a gray day in Central Texas. 59 top-down degrees. And anyway, it's a holiday for federal and state workers, or the federal and state people. I'm not going to say workers. I don't know what they do. But it's going to be, there's a change a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. Well, I got on board, and we got us a change a-coming, folks. And I'm glad, I'm ready. We'll see if it works. And knock on wood, we still get a lot of good, nice comments. You know, they keep it within bounds, so to speak. You know, I can deal with them. I mean, I'm not that thin-skinned. But life is good here in Central Texas. I did look at one of those rooftop luggage rack carriers for cars, and you can get a good one for a Prius for about $200. Looks pretty easy to take on and off, and that's still kind of on the horizon. But what I'm going to go by Walmart this morning and look at some of their tents in the store. The reason I'm going to do that, I just want to see how big the package is, because I do have some room in front of the front passenger seat, that I could put a box that's about, say, 6 inches by 6 inches, and then say 3 feet long. I could get that in there, and if there's a screened-in tent that comes in a package that might fit, then I'll look at that, because that would pretty well round it out for me. I mean, if I was going to be in an area for 2 or 3, 4 days or longer, whatever, I could set up that screened-in tent where I could stand up, put a chair in there, put my ice chest. Yeah, it'd help. So we're looking into it. My what do you call it? I'm trying to think. Let me think of the word, and I'll get back into this conversation. My air mattress. I couldn't find the word air mattress or words. My air mattress went flat again. Damn it. Shit. I mean, I'm sleeping soundly. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I woke up. I don't know why. That thing it wasn't all the way flat, but it was pretty damn thin. So I guess it's either back to the crib bed or another mattress. What I would like to find, and I've been looking, is an old army cot. You know, those old cotton cots. I don't know what they're made. I'm going to say cotton. I think that's what mine was when I was in the service years ago. But those things are about 26 inches wide, and they're about 74 inches long, which would be perfect. And they're about 2 or 3 inches thick. And if one of them didn't work, you could always put two. And even though they don't make a fitted sheet for it, that can be worked out, because my sheet plan this time on my air mattress worked. I took a queen size. Now, size is a new word. Cut queen size mattress, queen size sheet, and wrapped it around the air mattress, and it worked. It didn't move. I mean, it stayed in place good. And at the head of it, at the top, I took some clothespins, folded it under, and clipped it. And it didn't pull down. I mean, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I don't even know if I know what I'm talking about. But it worked. So that, as far as keeping the sheet on, that worked okay. But the air mattress, I don't know why it leaks or where it leaks now, because I thought I'd found it. I was so proud of myself. And except for that one thing, it was perfect. I guess it's got another slow leak somewhere. And when you lay down on it for an extended period of time, it just forces the air out of that microscopic leak that I couldn't find. And I ain't going to worry about it anymore. I'm through with the damn thing. I'll get me something else. I've had it for 4 years. I paid $125 for it. It's $30 a year. So I ain't going to complain about that. I'll just eat that and go on down the road. I mean, $129 is as opposed to spending $25,000 on a Class C RV is chump change. So, and getting 8 miles to the gallon, 10 max, but 8 average. Yeah, instead of 4 cents a mile, I'd be paying 20 cents a mile or 24 cents a mile. I ain't gonna do it. Not now. Some of those fifth wheels that I looked at yesterday were just Oh, that one I got in, I think it was called a Denali or something. That was triple axle. It had 4 or 5 slide outs. I mean, I don't know what you pull that thing. Well, I guess a freight liner. Damn. That thing was huge. Had a washer, a dryer, a wet bar. Hello. Me being an old beer drinker and wine, I don't think that would be very necessary for me. And I just read in the paper this morning, in the Llano paper, well, excuse me, it's called the Picayune. It's a free paper. It's up here. I call it a throwaway. It's free. Anyway, they're starting to throw it at my entrance again. I had them stop years ago because I travel and they just stack up. And I talked to the girl that delivers and explained to her that, if she sees one there that hasn't been picked up, don't throw another one. And she said, okay. So as long as we can do that, we'll be fine. But anyway, on the front page of that little throwaway newspaper was a story about this old boy. He's 91 years old. They had a picture of him, and he looks good. I mean, he looks healthy, and he's my idol now. He, believe it or not, his name is James Bond. I mean, but that's his real, legitimate, given name, James Bond, and he lives in Llano, Texas. 91 years old, old World War II veteran, and talked about some of the things he does and did. But anyway, I cut the picture out and put it up on the wall where I can see it as a constant reminder that in spite of all the trees that are falling around me, some of the people I know, their health is not too good right now, and others have passed away, I don't know why they call it passed away. I'm just going to tell you the truth. They died, and got word yesterday that an old girl I dated when I was in high school named Dana, God, I loved her. What a wonderful woman. What a wonderful woman. Went to a class reunion several years ago, and her and I fell in love all over again. Damn it. But anyway, she died. She's the same age I am. She's 71. And so the lightning is starting to strike a little closer to home. And so you got to come to grips with your mortality, which I've done. And but you got to keep your health, deep breaths. Oh. Drink plenty of fluids, water primarily. Water. Walk, stretch those muscles, sleep good. Do all you can. Because there ain't no guarantee. But anyway, I'm just cruising. I'm out here on Highway 281 headed towards Marble Falls, Texas. And for you people that just joined me, my name is Rusty78609. I full-time RV. Done that about 24 years. And I go camping in a car, my Toyota Prius, a 2013 Package 2. And I have playlists on my homepage for both RVing and camping in a Prius or a car, same thing. Anything I do in the Prius can be done in any car. So those tips will be applicable to any vehicle. So check them out if you're interested in doing those sorts of things. And every time I travel, it just I don't know what it does. It recharges me, man. Even though I was just gone for a couple of days, I mean, I get back home and I just feel like a new person. I'm energized. You know what I mean? Now, as far as traveling for an extended period of time in the Prius, I've done that. The longest I've ever gone was 28 days in a row. It was back 3 years ago. And, and I could have kept going. I don't even know why I came home. I don't, but I did. And, I may do some of those trips again. I don't know. I'm not going to say, man. I'm just not going to say. If I get in the mood, I go. And if I don't get in the mood, I don't. That's all I can say. As far as going out to Quartzsite and checking out the van build, I had some comments about that. And that would be a good idea. I would like to see some of that stuff. But that's an 1,100-mile one-way trip for me. And, this time of the year is kind of hit and miss on the weather. But it looks good. I checked the weather; it looked all right. And but I may go out in January. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say that. I'm just not going to say. I sure see a lot of blinking lights up here ahead of me. I wonder what happened. You don't think somebody had an incident, do you? Or maybe it's highway destruction. That's what I call it. They call it construction. I call it destruction. But having said all that, folks, it is good to live in Central Texas in the fall and winter. It is. I promise you that. Well, let me see what this is up here. We got all the, it's got to be construction or something, don't you think? It says end road work there on that side. And then up here they got people doing road work. So, what does that mean? I think they're putting stripes on the highway or something. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I think she may die. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, what a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine, plenty all day. I better shut up, huh? I can't sing worth shit, but I enjoy doing it. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. You know, when I'm going camping in the Prius and I'm driving down the highway, sometimes I just sing like a bird. I don't know the words to a whole song. I don't. So I hum a lot. Oh golly, here we coming into Marble Falls, Texas. Pretty little town, but don't think I'd want to live there. Llano's okay. Burnett's maybe okay. If I had to live in a town up here in this area, which one would I pick? Fredericksburg, Texas. I guarantee you. Population about 10,000 and a clean little German community. Got a lot of stuff going on there all the time. I mean, it's just an active little town. And I do like it. Every time I go there, I enjoy myself. And out on the main street, the main drag, they got hundreds of little shops. And the tourists come there by the thousands. And that's what I like about it. Because if you went down there and sat down on a park bench for an hour or so, you'd get to see people from all over the world. That is a bona fide fact. Fredericksburg, Texas. Check it out. You will like it. I've done a video about it somewhere, a couple of them, I think. And I'll turn this thing off here in a minute. Gasoline here today is $1.76 for regular unleaded, which is pretty reasonable. The cheapest I got it on this 2-day trip I went on, $1.82 in New Braunfels, Texas. But it's $1.76. I don't know why. It's always cheaper in Marble Falls. I do not know why. I do not know why she swallowed a fly. I think she may die. Hardly any wind. Coming into Wally World, Walmart. When I come in here, I always look to see if there's people camping in the parking lot. And I don't see any today. So usually when the snowbirds come through, people from north come down here for the winter. They camp here. Well, you talk about people that are tight with their money. I guess that's why they got something. They come down here and stay at Walmart till they get to their campsite. Stay for free. And I don't blame them. Hell, I've stayed at Walmart a few times. Not one of my favorite stops, but they got restrooms and it comes in handy when you get up in the morning. Here I am, folks. I'm going to go check out a screened in something and other stuff while I'm here because I ain't got a damn thing to do, hardly. But y'all have a good day. Enjoy your life. Don't watch the talking heads on TV and your blood pressure will go down 50 points. But having said all those wonderful words of ignorance, y'all have a great day. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy American made when you can. Take deep breaths, drink plenty of water, walk for exercise, stretch, and enjoy your life. Adios.